Oh boy, I just recently watched the fire documentaries on Netflix and Hulu, and I was inspired to do this video on the law and email marketing compliance. It all stems from the Canspam Act, which, aside from some puns about email spam, has to do with protecting minors from sexually explicit content on the internet. So first, kind of a common misconception is that you have to have someone's permission to, or they have to have opted in to receive your email message. That's not actually a requirement of the Canspam Act, but it is a good practice because if someone doesn't recognize your brand or they don't remember signing up, they could easily mark your message as spam, and that affects the receipt of your message from folks that actually did opt in. It does have to have an unsubscribe option, though. That is part of the Canspam Act. And then there's the content aspect. So it can't be misleading. It has to have an accurate from description. So the recipient should be able to tell who the message is from. There should be an address for the sender. The big thing to remember is just don't be misleading. So if you watched the fire documentaries, you know, of course, a lot of that had to do with social media, but in terms of not being misleading, there was a little bit of an issue with, you know, what people were signing up for, what was part of the package, and a lot of allegedly misleading content. So don't be misleading, don't be misleading. Your email should be clear who the message is from, it should be clear that it's an advertisement, and should be accurate. So I hope this helps in terms of the law and email marketing. The FTC actually has a handy guide, and I'll drop a link to that guide in the notes for this video. And I will see you next time.